Dun, 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 dun.
I'm going to set the mood for this video a bit, okay? So, some of you might notice this. I think I actually did put up the video. No, I was going to say I will. I haven't made my mind up yet, but I just covered 7 stages to achieve eternal bliss. I haven't decided if I'm going to release a video or not. I'll just say long and short, I was not a fan of that MarVista movie. As a Christian, I'm not into cults. I am not into films about suicide to that extent where it makes it, or where it puts it in the light of comedy. Yes, Taika Waititi might have been in it, and that was kind of a funny addition, but at the same time, I'm not into films. I'm certainly not, especially in 2020 and 2021, into making movies about, or comedy films where suicide is involved. And in some parts, it's a subject of it's subject to the comedy. I don't find that funny, considering suicide rates are on the rise, and so I'm in a really bad place right now, and I need to kind of clear my head. That was not my favorite MarVista movie. Actually, I think really the funny thing about it was just the long title, which, just to refresh ourselves, 7 stages to achieve eternal bliss by passing through the gateway chosen by the Holy Storage. I have no idea what all that last bit means, but either way, the film was not good, and it left me with a really sick feeling inside, knowing that I kind of laughed at, or I felt compelled to laugh at things. I'm like, but this isn't funny. This is really bad. It made me personally upset, to be honest. I know putting a happy face on things, but I need to clear my head. So, we're going to watch our Mr. Romance trailer. Totally take ourselves out of that, okay? But I tell you, maybe I'm going to be a lot less hard, speaking of terms of critically addressing the trailer, which I tend to do in MarVista films, because if you're not familiar, these are TV movies, for the most part. And they tend to be a little lesser in quality. Some of them are good. I've seen a couple of MarVista movies at this point, and they're good. They're very well done. And the trailers, I think, are fun. It would just be nice if, at least especially with their thrillers, they'd stop spoiling everything. This is a mainstay with the studio. This is how you know them. They're really the only studio that does this. They show you a movie that's, in this case, it's just under 90 minutes, yet again. Perfect for TV length. And they'll condense it down to 3 minutes. You know all the plot details. They've done it, too, with other genres like comedy and romance films to a degree. We'll see how far this one goes, but I think I'm going to be a little less critical on this one right now because I just want to clear my head. Okay, let's look at the synopsis first. We're going to look at Love on the Rise, otherwise titled Icing on the Cake. Oh, how cute. Let's take a look at the synopsis and put ourselves into a nicer space. Okay. Victoria Worthington is a talented cake decorator who watches life from the sidelines as she delivers her fancy cakes for weddings, galas, and fabulous parties, while she goes home exhausted. While delivering one of her cakes, I think they made mistakes a wealthy, sought-after bachelor, Jacob Adams III, for a waiter who is working at the wedding. Victor gets her mystery man, who goes by the name of Jake, to help her deliver the cake. They seem to have a special connection, and fate steps in when they later reconnect at a coffee shop. He ends up following her to a protest at Adam's development, who is planning on tearing down her beloved bakery, but she has no clue that Jake is one of the Adams in Adam's development. Victoria is falling in love, but will their love survive when she discovers that he is Jacob Adams III, and will her business survive? That sounds really good. Falling into a romance with somebody who's looking to, take your business down. Ooh, this will get spicy. But I like the cake idea. I think it's kind of clever. Like, oh, we met, for my delivery service. And I love watching films. People are like, hey, I'm making passionate. Oh no, I've never been passionate about cooking or baking myself, or certainly the least of those making cakes. It just seems like a really complicated process to me. It just takes time, but they're certainly great to eat as long as they're gluten-free. And dairy-free, to be quite honest with you. But for me, I always get very impressed with seeing, food decorations. I've covered shows in the past as well of highly sophisticated, but competitive cooking, and you tend to see all the dishes and the way they're arranged. It's absolutely beautiful. I used to watch cooking shows as a kid, so this is right up my alley. But to blend that with a romance film, and they meet at through cake delivery. It's a clever little thing, but oh boy, they're gonna have to go through the wrenches. I think he should change his last name. I'm pointing ways to the Adams family. But let's take a look and see how this goes. I think it's going to be a cute little romance film. And again, like I said, I just need something to pull me out of that last film I looked at. All right, pull me out of that funk. I'm we're moving on. Okay, we're gonna do romance now. We're gonna watch this first, and we're gonna talk about it more in my condensed review segment. While I was watching the video together, they say film is a perfect escapism, so I'm escaping to another movie. Okay, let's take a look. Here we go. My cursor will actually work. Oh, look at those cakes. Those are beautiful.
You have outdone yourself again.
Look at that cake. Told you they're pretty.
Get someone to help me when I get there.
Did you see that?
What?
They were checking out your suit to
That
see
suit,
if
he's
it's made out
definitely
of
won't be
husband
social.
material.
Can you give me a hand with this?
I'm actually just,
At the wedding parlor, look at those columns.
Whoa,
Careful.
sorry.
Is this your first day on the job?
Sorta.
Thank you for the assist.
I don't know if
You
that
should probably
slip
get
was
back to
the
Chef before he
most
notices you're
organic.
gone.
Right.
It looked a bit scripted. Like,
Those small
Bake the
business
cake,
owners
Tito.
could cause us a lot of trouble if they get wind that we're going to tear down that building.
They'll just have to find another place to do business.
Tori, I have bad news. Adams Development Group is planning on evicting all the tenants, bulldozing our building, and building condos. We're gonna protest and we're gonna shut them down.
Fancy seeing you again.
Those are really fancy rags for a waiter.
It's my one nice suit.
Keep me company when I walk.
Where are we going anyway?
I'm going to a protest rally.
What is this for?
These dirtbags.
How romantic.
We could use all
Where'd he go
the support we
protest?
get.
Who's done that on a date? Maybe somebody.
Call security. Have them removed.
Look at that one who won't even show his face.
Uh-oh.
Tori, I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. It's not like you're behind any of this.
Are you free Saturday night?
Aren't you working Saturday night? Like everyone in our industry?
Oh, yes. I meant our Saturday, Monday.
Have you lost your mind? That's the girl from the protest video.
She doesn't even know who I am. She thinks I'm a catering waiter.
It breaks my heart that this could all go away. Why would anyone want to bulldoze this?
You want to roll that by me one more time?
Maybe we can find somewhere else to build the development.
You know this isn't going to end well.
It's a hard conversation to have. Hey, Victoria, my father is the developer that's trying to squash your business.
Yeah.
That's great. Start with that.
They're having a big political gala for the mayor this weekend.
You
and
seriously
people
didn't
think
start
it's
with
the
that?
last minute. Keep setting up. Jake,
I can explain.
thought you were out with your father.
Young lady, this is completely inappropriate.
You're his son?
Yes.
I said he was too good to be true. Seems like it.
But knowing these MarVista movies, I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna spoil it again.
Speaking
What is it you want?
truthfully, I'm here because of him. And I am so mad at him for lying to me. But I do think he is a good person. Which means you
That was
must be a
well.
good person.
Very good
What did he tell
scripting.
you about me?
Her
He told
flower
me about
shirt
your
is very
Nana
cute.
And her cakes. He told me about the joy they used to bring you. Try my cake. No tricks.
I knew they were gonna go down this direction. Like, oh, he's gonna
What
try
you
the
did
cake, and he's gonna
changed
suddenly be like, no, we're
All
not
the
gonna do
local
this
shops are
anymore.
saved.
You lied to me.
I am so sorry that I hurt you. Forgive me.
See? I told you! End of the movie! But you know what? Again, as I said, I'm gonna be less critical because I needed to get out of that funk with the last movie, and I did. That was very cute. That was a very cute romance film. Right along the lines of what I would expect from a MarVista movie. But again, as I told you, the cakes look great. That ending, though, was like so obvious. Like, okay, she's gonna give him the cake. He's gonna try the cake. And so they'll be like, okay, we're not gonna build here anymore. I told you, I knew where it was going. I've seen. This reminds me kind of like, I know it's in no way similar to this, but Bedtime Stories. Didn't I remember a very similar ending? Like, oh, the guy had, what was it? He had to meet with somebody. Like, I don't remember what it was. There was somebody at the end of the movie. Basically, he decided, like, oh, nope, we're not building the hotel here at this location that we've, spent how long in development with. And at the end of the movie, it's like, no, yep, we're not doing that. We're going to do something. We're going to build somewhere else, right? Perfect, blissful story. And look how this ended. Oh, the guy tried. Like, she literally got, like, here, just try my cake. So apparently, well, actually, no, I don't. I never understand that. I was going to say, I guess she can have her cake and eat it too because she gives him the cake and then she gets the guy. But I'm like, well, she has to forgive the guy, yes. But I never understood the merits of that expression. I never did. I'm still confused by it. Like, I know everybody says it, but I'm like, what do you mean by that? And like, I'm 23 and I still don't get it. I'm trying to work on that, but maybe one day I'll understand that saying to better apply it. But I was trying, it came to my head. I will tell you that that's a very cute MarVista movie. It looks delightful. I can forgive, that they spoiled the end movie. So I'm like, hey, it got me out of that last feeling I had, the emotions of the last movie. So I feel better now. I feel like, I'm back to my normal mood, what I would rather be at. That was very cute. I love Love on the Rise. That looks like a delightful film, and I would even watch it, considering that they did spoil the film. I'd watch it. I would. I think it looks great. What do you guys think about Love on the Rise or Icing on the Cake? I think Icing on the Cake is actually kind of a creative title for that. I like it better among the two. Feel free to let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to get stuff, likes, ring that bell. And until next time, of course, we have plenty more MarVista movies to look at. We always do. We always do on this channel. So until that point, or whatever film we get to watch Gimmick for the first time, I'll see you guys then. For now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Remember, fellow man. God bless and peace.